Hope is in the club. This is great, you guys.
I am the War Chief.
Hello, my friends, and welcome. We're in session once again for another Hololive reaction, and this time we have a new original song from IRyS called Sparks of Joy. Now, before we get this started, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who dropped by the stream yesterday. That watch-along stream was very fun. But as you can tell, it left my voice a little bit raspy today. But anyway, I'm definitely fine, and we'll just get this going. So as usual, we'll be doing a quick pass of the song, and then we'll be playing it again with some pauses and doing a lyric breakdown. All right. So let's go and get started. 3, 2, 1, and. Thankfully, the lyrics are hard-coded into the MV, so we won't have any problems there. It's very poppy. IRyS in the club. This is very catchy. Look at that art style. It is very poppy. In a good way. A lot of effort in the MV as well. Good animations. I really love that little art style with all the dots. This is very good. Very catchy, very bouncy, very... Yeah, I'm just like taking in the music right now. We'll definitely take a look at the... Oh! Look at that part. Definitely check out all the lyrics later. Good pause. Right now I'm just feeling the vibe. Very quickly became one of my favorite members of the English cast. Love the crystal wings, of course. Yeah, this is just... This just has the IRyS vibe all over, for sure. Like this, I would say this is probably the song that best expresses her personality just by sound alone. And look at the fonts. Look at the way the lyrics are hard coded. Hope is in the club. This is great, you guys. And then you remember that she is actually a V-singer, right? With all the stream antics she gets up to, you do forget sometimes that she is actually a V-singer. Sparks of Joy. I wonder why it was Sparks of Joy and not Sparks of Hope. But maybe that'll be made clearer to us when we go into the lyrics more. Wow! That was an amazing piece of art. That was an excellent, what do you call it? An excellent transition from this piece of art, and you know, you think that, oh, this is gonna be focusing on this art piece, and then suddenly, boom, hits ya. New stories are waiting. Yeah, this one. Forget that, you really do forget about the crystal wings. That's also because when she streams, you know, if she had the crystal wings on all the time, it would get a little bit in the way. It's kind of like if Ina had the tentacles on when she would stream all the time. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. So that was a vibe. So let's now check out the lyrics. Oh, but before we get into that, I know there's some of you here who are just here for the quick pass, and I appreciate you all the same. Thank you for dropping by. For those of you who are here for the lyric breakdown, well, we are gonna get right to that. Here we go. It's funny how when that first instrumental hits and you think it could be more of a lo-fi vibe, something more along the what do you call it? It's a more tuned down kind of thing, like an easy listening song, and something almost like an acoustic vibe, and then get hit by the club by that little hoppy drop. Brand new outfit, nails refined. Speaking of brand new outfits, I mean her New Year's outfit unfortunately has been delayed. That's also because she has one of the most uh yeah, she has one of the most difficult designs. I mean, as a 2D model, she has 4 layers just for her hair. So but this is more like a yeah, a declaration. This is me. I'm gonna have a good time. Gonna have to town, this day is mine. Mm. Okay, so it's really about the. Oops. Hold on. Let me just rewind the lyrics over there. The times. There's a solitude. Let's listen to that. Ah, there you go. Mixed treasures of times I'm with you. Okay. So this really sounds like a bit about companionship. It's rather straightforward when you just look at the lyrics. And particularly in a city. I mean, it is pretty much as bright as IRyS. There you go. Mm. New stories will find. Okay, all right. So this isn't just about plain companionship at this point. When you say that there are stories waiting. See, this is something that a lot of people would take for granted, but whenever we're going down, the city that we live in, and usually it would be like, it almost seems like there's really nothing new, especially if you've been living in that city for practically all your life, or you know it like the back of your hand. It's almost like, it's just an everyday city. It's just the usual stuff. You go through your daily routine, stuff like that. And yet, when you find a companion to go with you, it makes those everyday spots, the usual spots, that gives it some sort of uniqueness. Because now it's not just you going through your own routine. You now have a companion to share a new story with, and that's lovely. That is quite lovely. So back to the city. My favorite store was down this street. Store. Shut down in construction. Now a brand new scene. Now, okay. She's nostalgic. So while it does sound rather straightforward about, there's a store that, it's just a renovation. Store was closed, now it's under construction. The park that is now under, it's now a new place, new scene. But I don't know. Beyond that, I feel like there's really a metaphor here for acceptance, for change, for just how she's at first she sounds like she's nostalgic about these places being closed and all that stuff. However, she doesn't linger on it. Like, she might be slightly nostalgic about it, but she's also very accepting of the new change. As you can see with this lyric here, let's keep renewing and receive it, instead of being, oh, I wish it was back to the old times. That no, Iris is more. This song is more about um, accepting change and moving forward with it. Okay, face to face. How long has it been? Let's continue. Mhm. Season. Mm. Yep. As it is, she is hope. Mm-mm. There we go. New stories. There we go. You just mentioned earlier. And it really is a good representation of IRyS. Oh, hey. Now this is where it's going to get interesting, because the bridge suddenly sounds like it has a bit of a different tone to it. I mean, just by the illustration alone. I couldn't find any meaning. Way for perceiving. Heart is beating. Wow. Hopped off there. So that part there, here. Now I can see the world so bright, or around here. There you go. I couldn't find any meaning with information exceeding. Gotta find a way for perceiving sparks of joy. I think that's the line here. I mean, it's this little bridge here that tells me a lot more. I couldn't find any meaning with information exceeding. Gotta find a new way for perceiving sparks of joy. And the way I see it, the way I interpret that is that it's really cool to have that irony. Like, you couldn't find any meaning despite having excess information. Now, you would think that finding meaning would be easier when you have all the information that you need. And yet, we also do live in a time where there's a little too much information to process. And at a certain point, everything becomes a bit of a blur, and you do have to wonder, like, what am I going to do with all this information then? There's only so much one person can process. I mean, every time you're on social media and all that stuff, oh my God. I mean, that's the reason why I kind of left social media. And you kind of just learn to pick your battles, because with this culture nowadays, there is absolutely no way for us to be, aware of literally everything happening in the world. And yet there is this seemingly odd expectation to always be with the times, always be this and that. But it's exhausting to always have to deal with excess information. So now you have to find a way for perceiving sparks of joy. And this one, I interpret this as the way of perceiving. It's more like picking exactly what I was saying earlier. You pick the information or you pick your battles. You can't fight on every front, so you just find the things that you enjoy, and you find your spark of joy. Alrighty, past, present, heart is beating. Let's continue.
Now I can see the world so wide.
When you focus, you do see the world so wide. Very catchy. This really is about the acceptance of change, moving forward with it. Yep. The love I found for all these times. There you go. I'd say the bridge was the thing that really gave a new meaning to the song. That one, by contrast, just by contrast of that short bridge, what she said there was definitely the big hitter for this song. Also, look at this art. Look at that art. That was good. That was very good. Okay. I mean, I've pretty much said everything that I can about finding the meaning of the song. So at this point, I'm going to give you guys some closing thoughts, and then I'll let you out of here. All right, here we go. Well, to all the people who were saying that IRyS is an ENV tuber who doesn't have a full English song, well, you got your wish. And I think the song really works for her. I know she had, her first EP, and that was a good debut EP, and it was a good way to introduce her. But now that she's been, streaming with the community for a few months now, and her personality's really shown up, IRyS, that she's also, in herself, a spark of joy. So this is really the kind of song that's a better representation of who she is, who she is personality wise. And when you realize that this was dropped on Christmas Day, you do realize that this is something of IRyS's gift to all of us as well, which is great because in turn, it also feels like she's been a gift to Hololive in herself. And I personally just can't wait to see what she has in store next. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Recommendations are always open. And with that, our session is adjourned. Everybody, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. This is Senator War Chief signing out. Bye-bye.